Max and the Millions, Chapter 11. Luke ran through the city's gates, gasping for breath. He could barely think. The giant's bellow had rattled his brain to thought paste. The shout had the same effect on the rest of the kingdom. Every hut door was shut. Every family peeked out their windows while clutching their loved ones close. Only soldiers were in the streets, and they looked as frightened as Luke did. "Your Majesty!" Malcolm was racing towards him, flanked by a dozen soldiers. "Thank you, Great One, you're alive. We've been looking for you everywhere. We thought they'd got you." Luke frowned. "They? What do you—" Luke stopped dead. There was another giant in the doorway now, standing behind the first one. But this second one was different. Bright purple with a huge spike sticking out of its head. It was also taller and cooler and had a better haircut. "Malcolm," Luke whispered, "what are those things?" Malcolm shuddered with fear. "Monsters from behind the bedroom door, the ones the wise man warned us about. They must have found a way inside. Now there is nothing to protect us from the might of demon." Malcolm pointed to the first of the two giants with a trembling hand. Luke was confused. The giant still didn't look like a monster to him. Sure, it had bellowed into his face like a bomb going off, but that was it. Apart from that, it seemed, well, friendly. "Malcolm, are you sure that's demon?" "There's no quiet time for questions, Your Majesty." Malcolm grabbed Luke's arm. "The kingdom is under attack. We have to get you out of here." A plain black carriage pulled up beside them. 6 fleas were harnessed to the front, bucking against their reins and screeching in fear. "I'm sending you to a secret hideout on the other side of the floor with your 2 best guards," Malcolm said breathlessly. "Your father used it many times when travelling in the desert. Stay hidden and stay safe, Luke. Your people need their leader. I'll come find you when this is all over." Luke gaped. "The desert? But I can't." Malcolm wasn't listening. He tied a cape around Luke's shoulders. "We all have one moment in our life that matters, Your Majesty. One single moment. You must save yourself for when it's your time. Make your moment count." "Look out!" Soldiers were pouring from every corner of the city, their sights fixed on the 2 giants in the doorway. The giants stood side by side, gazing down at the kingdom. They were looking right at Luke. And "They've seen the prince!" screamed Malcolm. "Get him out of here!" 2 burly guards shoved Luke into the carriage and jumped in, one on either side of him. With that, the fleas sped out of the city walls and away from the door. The kingdom disappeared, and soon there was nothing but desert as far as the eye could see. Luke sat wedged between the guards, his mind reeling. He had asked for something, anything, to stop the coronation, and he had gotten exactly what he wished for. Who knew what was going to happen now? Why were the giants here? What did they want? But all Luke could think about was what he had seen the giants doing. They'd been looking at him. They'd been holding up their hands and moving them very, very slowly from side to side. Had they been waving to him? That's the end of chapter 11.